Hey kiddos, these are your week 3 directions. I'm going to go through your assignment and then I have some announcements at the end. So please make sure you watch this whole video so you're ready for what's to come when we come back to class after Thanksgiving. So the first thing you are going to do is in the quarter 2, week 3 online learning for all folder, open up where it says Romeo and Juliet vocab ongoing. And you're going to throw it over to OneNote. It is called ongoing because this is not going to be due this week. It will be due at the end of Romeo and Juliet, which will be the end of quarter 2. So you've got some time, but don't waste it. Maybe pace yourself and do a couple words a week so you know that you are going to not have to scramble at the very end. Okay. So in order to get this done, you'll see that I have marked up some of this text for you already, so I've given you each of the words. So our first word is pun. Your job is going to be to fill out this graphic organizer. So you're going to give me the definition, you're going to tell me what part of speech it is, find a synonym, an antonym, 1 or 2 is just fine, and then either use it in a sentence or write an example sentence. Either one is fine, but just show me your knowledge here. You'll see that some of these words have things crossed out on them. So for example, like there aren't really synonyms for iambic pentameter. So I have crossed some out. I've given you some extra little help, like you probably wouldn't really get what a foil is. So I've told you. You are expected to know these words, and you're expected to fill out everything that I haven't crossed out. So that does not mean that you can just cross things out because you don't feel like doing it or you can't find it. If I didn't cross it out, I expect you to write it. So let's be clear on that. Okay, so that's it for vocab. I would recommend maybe getting 4 or 5 words done, even including puns. So get the next 4 words finished this week, and you'll be on track just fine with your vocabulary. Okay, so a couple other things. I want to remind you of your due dates. So if you are a Monday, Tuesday kid down here, your assignments are all due by noon on Sunday. If you are a Thursday, Friday kid, your assignments are all due by noon on Wednesdays. That's going to be the case every week. So that gives everybody 4.5 days to get their work done. A reminder that my late policy has switched to if you have a late assignment turned in, it's 50% off. At the end of quarter 1, I had 72 missing assignments from you guys. And that is a lot of work for me to get caught up when you start turning those in. So there needs to be some sort of consequence, some sort of accountability on your end. And especially when we're reading Romeo and Juliet, I need you to stay on pace with us, because if you get behind, you're going to be super lost in class. You'll get overwhelmed and you'll shut down. So I don't want that to happen. Stay on track. You won't get those consequences and those late dates. Okay, next, there is a blackout day on Wednesday, November 25th. So the day before Thanksgiving, make sure you crank out all of your missing work. So everything in the grade book that has a yellow dot by it that says it's missing needs to be turned in by Wednesday, November 25th by midnight in order to receive any credit. At that time, I'm not taking any assignments past then. So make sure that you get stuff done. Finally, the next time I see you, so whether that be Monday or Thursday, we will be having a quiz. Aren't you glad you listened to the end of this video? We will have a quiz on the introduction to Romeo and Juliet. So any of the stuff from the Shakespeare notes, the Elizabethan age, the Elizabethan theater, anything that we have talked about or that you have marked up in class could make its way onto that quiz. So I'm not going to try and trick you. Like, I'm not going to try and make it a super hard quiz, but I do need to make sure that you are ready and that you have learned everything that you need to learn. So your job for this week, get started on that vocab. There's nothing due. You don't have to turn anything in, but make sure that you study for your quiz that will be happening the next time I see you. Have a fantastic Thanksgiving. hug your mom or your dad or whoever you're spending time with. Try and take some time for yourself. Go outside, breathe in a breath of fresh air, take some time to relax, and come back to class ready to start Romeo and Juliet. It is my very favorite thing to teach, and I know you're going to love it too. See you next week.